from New Jersey, Patrick Bean.
Keep it going for your host, Ruben. Thank you, guys. Keep it up, Ruben. Thank you. I know this is a comedy show. It's all very lively. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer. I think it's the end of the world. Okay? And here's why. I don't know if you heard, but a couple weeks ago in China, there was a monkey and found a sharp rock and started using it to crack open walnuts. Right? Oh, great. It's discovered tools. Then took that rock, after 2 weeks of playing with it, and used it to break the glass on its exhibit. China has 1.5 billion people in it. Not a single person has seen Planet of the Apes. That's how it starts. Was this not a red flag to anyone? So I think it's the end of the world. If we were going with movie cliches, personally, I was really rooting for either zombies or robots. Okay? Zombies, because The Walking Dead makes it look like it's a really fun, never-ending camping trip with your friends. Except you have to be silent. You can't attract the zombies. So when you have that one friend who breaks out the guitar to play Oasis, you have every right to kill him. Or use him as bait. Yeah, tie him to a tree and walk upwind. You're right. But I was also hoping for robots, right? Because every movie that's man versus machine has the same glaring plot hole, right? They're always using guns and bombs. Have none of our action heroes ever played with a super soaker? I, Robot would be a very different film if Will Smith just had a bucket of water balloons. You give Sarah Connor a squirt gun, Terminator is a 20-minute short film. Then maybe we get Terminator 2 and we can avoid the last 30 years of shitty Terminator movies. Terminator 2 is almost 30 years old. How old do you feel now? Yeah, you're welcome. Right? Here's the thing. You can set up humanity's last stand. Doesn't have to be in a fort. You can set up in a water park. You have a moat already built in. It's called the Lazy River. How awesome would guard duty be? Jump in a tube, put a cooler in another one, work on your tan. If that was military service, I would be all I could be. I think society's starting to crumble too, guys. Another little news, recent thing. Merriam-Webster, the publishers of the dictionary, changed the definition of the word literally. The definition we all grew up with was to describe accurately in an efficient, accurate way. The new definition is to exaggerate and to describe something in a not literal way. The word literally means not literally. Because too many basic white people in Arcadia are going, the guacamole at Barrio Queen has literally changed my life. And if you use that word in that manner, I hope the guacamole did change your life by giving you chronic food poisoning. Literally. You know, but here's the thing, everybody's worried about the coronavirus, right? That's the big thing in the news, that's what everybody, oh, the coronavirus. Guys, we're gonna be fine. Think, off the top of my head, think of all the things that we've survived in the last 10 years alone, right? Swine flu, bird flu, The Rapture, Vin Diesel movies, Nickelback albums, 3+ years of the Trump administration, and worst of all, keeping up with the Kardashians. We're gonna be fine. Cover your mouth when you cough and sneeze, wash your hands. We're gonna be fine, America. We're fine. But here's the thing, though. If you're really worried, like, diseases like that are child's play now. And I mean that genuinely, because literally doesn't mean that anymore. After the show, go on your phones and look up a game called Plague Incorporated. short for Plague Inc. Did you hear about it? I heard you kind of pep up like, oh. No? Okay. Here's the thing, look it up. And here's the way the game is played, okay? Go on your phone and you create a super strain of a virus or a bacteria. You start it in a country and you spread it all around the world. You make it more contagious, make it contagious through birds and airborne travel and airborne pollutants and airline travel and everything like that. And the CDC is starting to struggle with it. Governments fall, society collapses when every human on Earth is dead. You win! That's a game now. That's a game. Call me old school, but whatever happened to chutes and ladders? What happened to you start in this corner of a piece of cardboard? When you get to this corner of a piece of cardboard, then you win. What about games that teach really important, valuable lessons, right? Like Monopoly. Teaches you real estate investment, and then there's no honesty in business. There's no friends. He doesn't care that you land on the railroad. Oh, too sad. Fuck you, pay up. What about the game of life? Game of life, right? Whether you go to college or not, doesn't really matter. Probably gonna have a couple kids along the way you didn't plan on. Or the most important game ever, a very important game. Don't Wake Daddy. Round of applause, who played Don't Wake Daddy? Right, it's an important game, right? Your father wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning, he hates his job, he needs 3 cups of coffee and maybe a shot of Jameson to get through the day. If you're gonna be up in the middle of the night, don't make any noise, don't wake Daddy. Thank you. My parents didn't get me that game growing up. They wanted me to use my imagination. Joke's on them, because I'm up here doing this. So I made up my own game called Pop the Bubble Wrap at 11 o'clock at night with a hammer. Yeah, my dad woke up. I fucking lost. Guys, I'm Patrick B. Thank you very much for coming.